This week we actually got quite excited this week. We got our first gifted beer.
Our first gifted beer. We're obviously doing something right. We're coming up in the world. We didn't have to buy the beer this week, so neither of us bought the beer. It was gifted to us.
Gifted. It's in between that and an ad. Gifted.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, because it's not an ad. So just to be clear, honest review.
We still didn't pay for it.
We're not getting paid for doing it. We were not coerced into giving a favourable review. It's an honest review. We haven't had, might have had one before the podcast, but this is an honest review. Yeah, no mucking about.
So looking after their own, Yellow Belly down in Wexford sending us up some beers this week. So they sent us in the Citra Pale Ale, which I think the packaging, the branding and the cans look absolutely fantastic. We had a look online and they kind of carry the team out through all their beers. And you spotted that even there's kind of comic book side of things on the.
It's actually bizarre. So when we got these at first, I was very disappointed because there was no. So the way usually we tell the little story that's written on the side of the can. Yeah, exactly, with the foggy mountains and the wolf coming out from the fucking forest, that kind of shite. There's none of that at all. And I was kind of going, well,
a company focusing on the beer.
What do we talk about now? But no, actually, if you go onto their website, they've created comic books that tell the story of this fella who's on the front of their can is basically kind of a circus type character, or looks like a circus type character, and it's actually designed by someone internally within their organization, and they tell the story of the beer via this character through comic books, which is completely and utterly mental. So I just took some stuff down from the website, which I'm going to read because it's actually a very, very interesting way of describing kind of brand characters and things like that. So the Yellow Belly, which is the name of the main character, which spans all of their different beers, we know and love, is an interdimensional time-traveling brewer, believe it or not, but he had humble beginnings. He started life as an amalgamation of all of the brewery founders, combining their traits under the umbrella of a top hat and a handlebar moustache. So obviously, the designer took the inspiration from all the different the founders of the business and basically embedded that within the character itself. So then in terms of the design in and of itself, the inspiration came from everything from Gangs of New York, which you can see, to the Wexford landmark statue of the Pikeman. I have no idea what that is, but I presume you do.
Yep.
Was mined for inspiration for our character, and after a series of iteration and sketches, he started to come to life. And it's actually mental. There's the different trilogies of comics. There's the Blue Belly trilogy, which is his alter ego or arch nemesis, the Yellow Belly. But it's just a very, very different way of kind of communicating. It is, yeah, absolutely. You can download all the comic books and stuff like that. But it's actually I would say the description and the comic books are actually very, very well written and they're very, very detailed. So I took one paragraph out of it, which is incredible, right? So it says,
God knows what this is going to be now.
I'm telling you now, it says, we imagine the character as a worldly globetrotter, an adventurer who would get into scraps and crazy situations, all framed within a gothic pseudo-Victorian universe. That's incredible writing.
As they would say in Wexford, that's queer good. That's queer good.
Never heard that before.
I'm down here now. It's bet out me now.
Yeah, fair enough. But even look, they seem like a fun kind of a brand anyway. Like even their Russian Imperial Stout is called It's Not Vodka, which I think again is kind of funny. So no, look, I think they said they've brewed over 300 beers.
I saw there. Yeah, they're going since 2015. They have 4 main ones, but altogether about 300 beers, limited editions, all that kind of stuff. So phenomenal, doing very well.
So no, we literally didn't know this until like 10 minutes before we started the podcast.
Yeah. Nice box arrived. Yeah,
box arrived. We had to decide, okay, what do we actually know about this beer? But no, it's really interesting. It stands out as a beer brand. So
fair play to the lads. Yeah, very good stuff. So